What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout, and as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Yes, sir. What's happening, what's happening?
What's happening, man?
Man, I got a few things before we you know what I'm saying, before I introduce this legend that I got with me.
I'm with you. I'm
First
here
of
for
all, I want to
make
see
your public service announcement.
First of all, I want to see how you felt about your new B-High hat.
Now, I appreciate that, man.
And will I get one?
No, you ain't getting one. That's fine.
So I don't get to get a hat?
No, you don't get to get a hat.
What about the people? Are they gonna be able to buy the hat?
You know what? You about to make... Well, no, actually, I got them up under my YouTube right here. They can go to Teespring and get some.
Okay, well, I want one for free. And and second of all, you know, we had the Funk Fest.
That's right.
Funk Fest yesterday.
That's right. What up, though, Marvin?
And the Saturday was the old school.
That's right.
We talking the Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Donnell Jones. That thing was just for some real players.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Shout out to Kane Yang. I saw him out there. You know what I'm saying?
Was in his thing.
Kane just got married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he told me to tell you what's happening.
Salute, Kane.
And yesterday I went to, yesterday was Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Badu is just fabulous, man.
Come on, man.
You know
Baduism.
Badu. And Goody Mob, you know what I'm saying? Young Bloods. Man, I gotta
Goody.
Shout out to them Young Bloods, man. And I'm gonna
yes, sir.
And once we start talking about, when we talking about some of the greatest duos to ever come out of Atlanta, we got to start putting some respect on Sean Paul and J Bo.
Man. You know how I feel about Sean Paul and J Bo,
so
man.
right now, those are my public service announcements. Whoa, one more thing before I get on. I talked to Cowboys, first black quarterback for the Cowboys, Quincy Carter.
What?
Which he will be in this week. And I told him,
oh my God,
that you said, when, you know, on 4th and 10 with 5 seconds left. You got.
Why you want me to line up in front of all of these Hall of Famers, man?
You got Andre Rison on the 10-yard line.
Right.
You got him on man coverage.
That's right.
And I told him you were going to pick six him and take him all the way back.
You damn right. And I might even stiff off him if he try to tackle me on the way back.
Well, he going to talk to you about it when he comes.
See, why you always want me to wrestle with these football players?
Man, let's talk to
this man got Andre Rison pissed with me. Now you got Quincy Carter. Just don't find Lawrence Taylor.
That's what I'm going to next.
Right. Hey, man, but let's quit all the players, man. We got a legend, an icon. Oh, man, one of my favorite artists in this thing. Young Bleed, what's good with it, boss?
Hey, man, chilling, man. Appreciate you having us through, B,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Long time in the making.
Come on, man.
Yeah, just passing through like I do, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a whole lot of work on the table, man. Yeah, just at a steadfast over the weekend, man. On this tour with Baby Savage, Guard the Grind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing like a 100-city tour across the country.
Yes, sir.
It was only mandatory to come through the A, man.
100 cities.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, so they working the hell out of Young Bleed in this thing, man.
Hey, tell them it's better than not working, ain't it?
Better than not working. Absolutely.
Come on. Yes, I mean, but new projects and everything going on, man. Yeah, man. What's happening?
Man. That's the new single me and Baby Savage put together on the Guard the Grind label. So that's to look forward to. I got an album out there with Lit Young and Mike Watson them in Texas called Full Circle, Swisher House.
Yes, sir.
That type of thing. Another solo album coming out of Baton Rouge called Bleed for My City.
Yeah.
So and then, you know, my label, Rebirthing Trapdoor Entertainment. I got a compilation that's advertising, you know, all the artists that's down with me across the country. That's called Welcome to the Trap. So yeah, I'm staying busy.
Exactly.
Movie in the make, man. Shouts out to Miss Donna Butler back home called Divine Intervention.
Yes, sir.
A documentary called Young Bleed, a Baton Rouge story. Shouts out to my cousin Frog at Picture Perfect Studios back home. So yeah, plethora of things. So
my
so
God,
my brother, yeah.
Nah, I'm here for that. I mean, but you know, I got to get straight into it though, Bleed. I mean, how you do that now, man? I mean, one of the craziest songs ever.
The ultimate, man.
Talk to me about that banger right there, man, and how that joint came about.
Million stories, man.
Yeah.
Million versions and everything else, but yeah, for starters, man, I'm in the building with my brother Lee Time, original founder with C-Lo.
What up, though, Lee?
Yes, indeed. The concentration camp and so on and so forth. So that evolution, as far as that record started right there, man. For the first self-titled concentration camp compilation, it was my solo debut. P got a glimpse of it, and you know, took it and ran with it, and the rest was history, man. Still to this day, yeah, that's my biggest record to date.
My God, I mean, I'm gonna get into that concentration camp and everything. Guess
I
what?
wanted to ask you about that song. A lot of people thought that on that. So people called me and they was like, "Wicked, do you know Bleed and Logan?" I said, "Nah." They thought that on the song that y'all were taking shots at me.
Hey, bro, I heard something like that, but finish up. I heard something like that.
Yeah, and I was like, I said, well, nah, it couldn't have been because I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I was just, maybe they just, you know, just saying wicked. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of wanted to straighten that out because I told a lot of people on my social media I'm gonna be here with you today, and they was like, well, you know, ask about that. You know, about wicked and the record. Was that anything directed at me? Was something I didn't know about?
Let me break it down for you. Go back to C-Loc Records again. Loc was doing his first solo record called Who's Gonna Ride, and he had all but finished that record up. Loc was like my DJ when I was 11 years old. We all grew up in the same neighborhood, me, him, and Lee Time in particular. So we got that boyhood history. But middle school wise, you know, we had this dream to do this. Fast forward the tape to the 90s, somewhere early 90s. He working on that album, and he had a couple of songs. Lee Time produced a track called Never Say Die. It was the first time I was able, kind of like Pac with Digital Underground.
Yeah.
That was my one verse on that album, but he had the song called No Mercy. So he was playing the hook, no mercy, nigga, no mercy. I'm in the studio. It took me to hear the record before we put it out. So I was in the background saying, it's wicked when I kick it wicked, you don't hear me though. It's wicked when I kick it wicked, but you don't hear me though.
Right.
So that became a familiar phrase for me. For that record. So by the time How You Do That came out, you know, I think and write and put shit together like a DJ.
Yeah.
So I took like, he had a major record called I Wanna Be a G, where the familiar phrase was what that part. So I put the nigga what on it. Went back to that. So just to remind you of those records.
That's right.
I was just mixing what was in our nucleus, so that's where that comes from.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
What I love about that record, because the flow, I mean, Bleed, you came with it on that thing, man.
Yes,
so, I mean, what was that like, linking up with Master P, them remixing that thing, and then at the time, you know, Low Limit was the hottest thing in hip-hop. So, break that down.
We was just saw and hadn't saw P since 2018, so just over the weekend, last weekend, I saw here again at Baby Savage. He come out there, you know, for the 50 Cent thing and a basketball event that was taking place in Shreveport.
Yeah.
So we had a chance to reconnect with P. And I told P then, I say, man, I explained this to everybody about P. Just like you said, by the time we was dealing with No Limit, he was doing his thing coming from Cali, but relaunching through New Orleans and just skyrocket.
Yeah.
So he was already like 100 yards in the game with us coming in the game.
Yeah.
So trying to catch up with that momentum, with that being our evolution in Baton Rouge, and that connect on the in-between from the South all the way back to LA, out to LA, Priority Records, you know what I mean, that type of thing. So yeah, like I said, a million stories. Yeah, I could tell you, I went from baby Baton Rouge on the block to in the Pacific Ocean somewhere one morning shooting that video for that song, man. So like I said, it grew its own legs. And just, it's a plethora thing when you just start that, you know, that evolution with that one particular song being the biggest. But, you know, P gave it that alley-oop that I needed to set me off for my solo debut, which would be My Balls and My Word going into 98 off the summer 97, man. So, crazy summer, #1 Billboard record by the top of the year. I'm 22 years old. Yeah. Yeah, off the roof, man.